Now joined by immigration attorney Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch, Finch, managing partner at Lincoln-Goldfinch Law. Thank you so much for taking the time this morning. Always appreciate it.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
It's been a while since you and I have spoken. Let's talk about what we're expecting from today. Mahmoud Khalil set to appear before a federal immigration judge in Louisiana as the White House is pushing for his deportation. Walk us through what could really happen in court this morning, and could it end with Khalil being kicked out of the country?
Probably not today. This is going to be a preliminary hearing, probably a master calendar hearing where the government is bringing their allegations and charges against him, and the judge will consider the evidence and make a finding. These hearings are usually short and often get bumped to another hearing. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have a final outcome today, but typically in a preliminary hearing like this, everything gets moved to a final hearing. And of course, he has other cases pending, a mandamus suit in federal court regarding his transfer from New York to Louisiana. So his detention will be handled in, his other lawsuits. So probably we won't have final answers today, would be my guess. I'm not representing him, but I've been trying to keep up with it.
Yeah. What about evidence? At this point, Khalil is not facing criminal charges, but the Trump administration has publicly accused him of leading activities aligned to Hamas. Again, nothing has been publicly released, but they've talked about, propaganda pamphlets that he may have passed out. At what point does that evidence come to light, if it does in fact exist, and would that be today?
That could certainly be today, and the government has added charges to his notice to appear, to his charging document. They started with a deportability provision about adverse policy, and presumably that might be a little bit weak. Maybe they don't have the evidence they need, and so they've layered on new charges or allegations that he committed fraud when he applied for his green card because he didn't fully disclose his length of service in certain organizations. And so they will probably be discussing both those grounds of inadmissibility and the grounds of deportability, and we'll just have to see what they bring. But there's always relief available to people. So when a charge attaches to someone in a removal proceeding, sometimes they have a defense against that charge. And so this will probably be a much longer process than just a one-off hearing.
Yeah, and you bring up some of those organizations that he failed to disclose his membership in. He served time as a political officer for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees. The government now has to prove that Khalil willfully failed to disclose this, and it would have made a difference in him receiving legal permanent residency. How tough is that to do?
I think that could be a pretty uphill battle for them. A lot of this goes into the discretion of the immigration judge hearing the case. But again, like you said, that it was willful and that would have impacted the ultimate outcome of his green card approval or not is relevant. And so my understanding is that the real question is, did he disclose the full length of time he was serving in these organizations, not that he was serving them at all. And I doubt that would have impacted the overall decision of his green card case. And so I think that it could go either way, really.
Yeah. And lastly, just before I let you go, what message do you think his arrest is now sending to other people who have been front and center at these protests, for the past couple of years? What does it tell them?
I think this is sending the intended message. It's extremely chilling and concerning, and you see these videos of people being arrested. And these folks have not had criminal charges lodged against them. Many of them are green card holders, and they're being detained at the airports. And it's very concerning and chilling because all of this is just about people exercising their free speech. And so a lot of these cases, we'll be seeing what happens in these immigration proceedings and in federal court proceedings, and in whether the administration complies with federal court orders. I think a lot is on the line in terms of our Constitution right now.
Well, we'll be watching to see what today has in store, his hearing this morning. Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch, thank you so much as always, ma'am. Appreciate it.